autonomous prefecture in southwest China's Yunnan province to celebrate a very special marathon event and to welcome in the new year on the side of thousands of enthusiastic runners.
Yeah, and right now we are standing near the Normal Lake Park, a beautiful wetland park 7 kilometers away from the China-Myanmar border. And today, the park will be the starting point for the 2019 China-Myanmar Cross-Border Marathon, which is about to open soon.
This year's marathon is the third edition of the event. It has attracted about 10,000 athletes and marathon runners from more than 30 countries and regions. They will compete in 4 different categories on this very special day: a full marathon, half marathon, short distance fun run, and a parent-child event. We can see the competitors are full of passion and confidence while waiting to start.
In the full marathon race, the runners will cross the border gateway to the Myanmar city of Mills and run for about 12 kilometers in Myanmar before returning to the finish line in this park. We are now 1 minute away from the start of the race. Let's join the runners and welcome in the new year with lots of stamina, lots of sweat, and lots of love for the sport of marathon. Hello everyone, I'm Yao Bin from Xinhua News Agency. For those who just joined us, we are now in the border city of Ruili in Dehong Prefecture, southwest China's Yunnan province. And just now, the competition was officially declared open, and we can see the runners just rushed out of the starting line.
The temperature in Ruili is now about 10 Celsius degrees, and looks a little bit foggy, but the weather hasn't been able to cool down the passion of the runners and the audience on the roadside. Just now we can see the audience are wearing traditional ethnic costumes, are putting on dancing and singing performances. Many of them are also waving the national flags of China and Myanmar to us. So this is definitely not only a marathon, but a New Year's carnival.
2019 is indeed a year for the people of Dehong Prefecture to celebrate. In late August, Yunnan's new pilot free trade zone was officially established as a move to further promote free trade with South Asia and Southeast Asia. As part of the pilot free trade zone, Dehong Prefecture has been thrust to the forefront of China's opening up drive.
Yes, in 2018, the cross-border trade volume between Dehong Prefecture and Myanmar reached 31.5 billion yuan, over 10 times the number in 2001. Thanks to the China-proposed Belt and Road Initiative and other cooperation mechanisms between China and Myanmar, Dehong Prefecture has seen expanded cooperation with the neighboring country in promoting economic growth, social development, as well as people-to-people exchanges. This marathon event we're covering right now is a good example of the closer ties between the people of the two countries.
Indeed, the first China-Myanmar cross-border marathon was launched in 2017, and it's so far the only cross-border marathon event on the China-Myanmar border. It has become an important platform for cultural and sport exchanges between the two countries.
Besides, the year 2020 will mark the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic ties between China and Myanmar. I think this marathon event we're covering right now will be the start for a year of celebration. those who just joined our show, we are now covering a cross-border marathon event in the city of Ruili, southwest China's Yunnan province. Right now we're standing at the Ruili land port. Just across the land port, we can see the Myanmar city of Muse. Right now we can see the runners are crossing the national border to Myanmar. After this, they will run for 12 kilometers in Myanmar before heading back to the finish line in Ruili.
Yes, and I think for most of the Chinese participants, this will be their very first visit to Myanmar, and maybe that's why they look so energized.
Yes, and the audience and onlookers are all cheering for them. Some of them are beating the drums and playing traditional instruments. I can't wait to see who will be the first runner to return from Muse.
Muse is a port city in Myanmar, bordering China's Ruili. More than 50,000 people cross the border between the two cities on a daily basis. The people of Muse and Ruili have shared long-standing friendship, and this marathon event is a good example of the people-to-people exchanges between the two neighboring cities.
This year's marathon is the third edition of the event, which has attracted about 10,000 runners from more than 30 countries and regions. The participants are competing in 4 different categories on this very special day: a full marathon, half marathon, short distance fun run, and a parent-child event.
Participants who finish the race will be awarded with a medal, a very nice present to start a brand new year.
According to the organizing committee, the full marathon covers about 42 kilometers and the half marathon about 21 kilometers.
Yes, and a short distance fun run covers about 5 kilometers, while the parent-child event covers 2 kilometers.
That's a whole lot of running, at least for me. I think the best I can manage is the short distance fun run.
Yeah, maybe your New Year's resolution should be running a marathon, right?
This will be a big challenge, but I will think about it. But surely I will do more exercise to get as fit as the runners we are seeing right now.
Yes, we need more exercise and preparation for a marathon for the sake of our own safety. But never mind, sport is always more about participation than about winning. And the short distance fun run can also be a lot of fun, huh?
Actually, to protect the safety of the participants, the organizing committee has been using gene technology since the first edition of the event. They collect saliva, urine, and blood samples from the runners and create DNA files for every participant. And the organizing committee will monitor the runners' health condition during the whole competition in case of any accident.
For those who just joined our show today, we are now covering a cross-border marathon event in the city of Ruili in southwest China's Yunnan province. We are now standing at the 23 kilometers mark and waiting for the runners to return from the Myanmar city of Muse.
Right now, we can see the leading group of runners have just finished the 12-kilometer race in the city of Muse, and they are still looking very good and ready to win.
Yes, and we can see the audience here are all cheering and applauding. I guess they're all feeling excited about who will be this year's champion. Please follow us as we return to the finish line in Ruili.
Let's go.
Let's go.
As the competition goes on, the participants are being embraced by the cheers and noises from the local residents in Ruili. And we can see that the sky is clearing up and the temperature is rising, which is very good for today's marathon.
Yeah, besides the running, we can also see instrumental performances with ethnic minority characteristics, dancing performances, cosplay shows, a DJ music station as well as street dancing along the racing track. It's not only a marathon, but a New Year's Eve carnival as well.
This year's marathon is the third edition of the event, which has become an important platform for cultural and sport exchanges between China and Myanmar. Located in Dehongdai and Jingpo Autonomous Prefecture, southwest China's Yunnan province, Ruili is a city on the China-Myanmar border.
Ruili is crucial to the opening up of Yunnan, a border province that is building itself into one of China's gateway to Southeast Asia and South Asia. As the Belt and Road Initiative progresses, Yunnan has been on the front line of China's new round of opening up.
Ruili is the largest inland port in southwest China, a famous distribution hub for jade and jewelry, and a popular tourist destination. Besides trade and economic cooperation, holding sports events like the one that you are watching right now has been bringing people of the two countries closer and closer. For newcomers of the show, we are now covering a very special cross-border marathon event in the city of Ruili, southwest China's Yunnan province. Right now, we are waiting at the finish line of the marathon in Ruili's No More Lake Park. Like all the audience here, we can't wait to find out who will be the champion of the race on the last day of 2019.
Yeah, and here comes our champion who had just crossed the finish line. We can see that he's very happy, adjusting his breath and waving to the audience. And music and cheers are everywhere here. I think we can talk with some runners to ask how they feel about this very special marathon event.
Great idea, let's go.
Let's go. 哎，你好，就是我们在做直播，可以采访一下您吗？可以啊，简单介绍一下你自己，然后介绍一下你今天跑的是什么项目。
我跑的是半马。
So this guy has participated half marathon. 你的成绩怎么样？
好像是2小时20分钟。
And it took him about 2 hours and 20 minutes. 你感觉为什么要参加这个马拉松？参加它有什么样的意义？
啊，我感觉好像是这样跑马拉松，感受这种氛围嘛，挺舒服的。啊，反正每一局我们都要参加的，我们这个团队都要参加的。
参加了几届？
这瑞丽马拉松3届了。
翻译3届。
He has attended the cross-border marathon for 3 times and he's still feeling very excited about the event because this is a very brand new experience because one can cross the border during the run.
你参加了第几届了？现在
这个是第3届。
第三届。
反正每一届都要参加。
你是本地人是吧？
我是宝山的，云南宝山的。
宝山，但是在瑞丽工作吗？
不是。爱好马拉松，所以说基本上云南的马拉松都要参加的。都要参加的。
He's from Baoshan, another city in Yunnan. He says he has like attended all the marathon races in Yunnan. He's a very crazy marathon lover.
Yeah. 你的名字叫什么？
王富林。王富林。
富是富贵的富。
富贵的富，双木林。
双木林。好的，多大年纪今年？
今年53。
53岁了。
对。
你跑马拉松多少年了？
啊？
跑马拉松多少年
？7、8年了。
So he's 53-year-old and he has been running marathon for about 8 years. 谢谢你 ，Thank you very much. 好 ，Let's go and find another marathon lover maybe. 这位怎么样？
直播一下，我们就随便介绍你自己，然后今天参加什么比赛，然后感受怎么样，是吗？
我参加的是半马，半马的话跑下来呢，这腿有点疼，其他的呢也没有什么情况。
您从哪里过来的？
从宝山过来的。
He's from Baoshan, also from Baoshan, another city in Yunnan. He attended the half marathon event today, and he feels very good about the event. 你成绩是多少？今天
？2个半钟头，2个半。
He finished the race in 2 hours and a half. 你对这个比赛印象怎么样？你这是第一次参加这个比赛？
对，第一次，以前也没有跑过马拉松，这是第一次。
以前没有跑过。
没跑过以前，这是第一次，感觉蛮好的。
你对就是第一次跨国这个跑有什么感受？
还是一种异域风情嘛，还是挺好的，反正总之挺好的。
He said this is the first time to run a half marathon, and also his first time to attend this cross-border marathon event, and he feels very good about crossing the China-Myanmar border, and this is a very very new and enjoyable experience. 然后那个就是您对于就是中缅合作这方面有了解吗？就是你觉得这个比赛对于联络中美两国之间人民之间的感情有什么意义吗？对。
这既能促进两国的交流，是吧？又能促进民族之间的团结。3呢，还可以增进两国的往来交流的这些，反正总之都是 很好的方面，这些举行这个活动的话，就两国的这种交流是挺好的。
He says this cross-border marathon event has been conducive to the people-to-people exchanges between China and Myanmar, and he expected to see more exchanges between the people of the two countries. 谢谢 Thank you.
Congratulations! 再次 congratulations to Team Skuipo and also 周波和顾荣朝。我们也再次感谢颁奖嘉宾赵瑞仁副市长和马笑老总，谢谢。谢谢 ，Thank you，Thank you，Thank you。
Now that the award ceremony is coming to an end, we are going to have a talk with the medalists.
好，接下来我们将进行的是第二次抽奖活动。
First, please have a short introduction about yourself.
Oh, I'm Tim. I'm from Germany. I work there, and yeah, I studied in Shanghai. I ran here last year, and I came back.
So this is your second time to attend this marathon, right?
Yes, exactly. Second.
How do you feel about this experience?
Oh, it was great. It was fun. Good weather, good people. I mean, good food the last couple of days, and tonight I can party as well. The New Year, so it's great.
So we know that this year's marathon has a about 12 kilometers race in Myanmar, right? So how do you feel about the cross-border marathon?
Oh, it was great. But the one part of Myanmar, it was uphill, so a very long stretch uphill. It was very tough, but the people were very nice. So yes, it was easy one.
Any New Year's resolution?
Oh, just have a good time, celebrate, and yeah, stay healthy.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah.
老板共同倒计时好不好？
We are waiting for the champion. Maybe we will have a short talk with him in several minutes. Okay, and right now let's go and have a talk with the full marathon champion, right? 您好，就是可以首先please give a brief introduction about yourself，简单的介绍一下你自己。
大家好，我叫周波，来自云南昆明，是一名马拉松专业运动员。
His name is Zhou Bo. He's a professional marathon runner from Kunming, the provincial capital of Yunnan.
您是第几次参加这个中缅的跨境马拉松？然后您对今天这个比赛的感受怎么样？
我是第2次来参加马拉松了，然后对今天的感受的话，然后挺好的，然后缅甸人然后很热情，跑到他们那边，然后对自己的成绩然后比较满意吧，还是。
This is the second time for him to attend the cross-border marathon event, and he says he feels very good about this event. He said when he crossed the national border to the Myanmar city of Muse, the people in Myanmar are very friendly and passionate about the event, and he feels very good about it.
您觉得这个比赛对增进里面运动员之间交流有什么意义？
有之前比赛的话有交流过这个，然后咱们就有比赛。友谊第一吧，比赛第2吧。
He has interacted with the runners from Myanmar before the tournament, and he says the sports event has contributed to the exchanges between the people of China and Myanmar.
谢谢你，也祝你新的一年万事如意。
好，不谢，谢谢，新年快乐。
Thank you very much.
We can see that even though the competition is coming to an end, the runners and the audience are still looking very excited. Today is the last day of 2019, and I can't think of any better way to say goodbye to 2019 and welcome in 2020 than this incredible cross-border marathon between China and Myanmar. The two countries will mark the 70th anniversary of their diplomatic ties in 2020. So today, we're here to celebrate the love for the sport of marathon, the friendship between China and Myanmar, and more importantly, the brighter future that lies ahead for the two countries. That's all for today's show.
Yes, and if you are a marathon lover and want to have this amazing experience of crossing the China-Myanmar border, we're here in Ruili waiting for you next year. And if you liked our show, you can share it with your friends via Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. See you next time, and Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!